Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's going to be hard to overlook the creative input of this guy, Mohamed Kudus. I'm not sure what his exact role will be, but for me, he's at his best as a central playmaker. Just dropping that little bit deeper, getting on the ball and linking everything up.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of... He's had a shot! Takes a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It's a lovely, neat pass. Cash calmly anticipates. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's picked it up out wide. Pepelu. Now it's Coman. Anderson gets over and intercepts. Where it came from. Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Sané. Cash got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Thinks about the shot. Great challenge, time to perfection. And that was very necessary. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Mitoma. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Antonio Silva cuts it out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, shooting chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Bernardo Silva. That is a little undercooked. Pass somewhat off target.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Anton.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely aimed pass. Mitoma. Well, what about this cross? Sané. Yes, ended up in no man's land. And here's Wahi. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Wahi! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And that's a throw-in. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ødegaard, he's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Sané. Weverton gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva, aimed beyond the defence. Cross goes in there. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Sané. That is a great pick out. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now the breakaway. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's destined for the flank. Nori. He'll try from distance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Weverton claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. Goretzka. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Lofted in. Defending of the desperate... And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lille have their second corner now. And he's cut it out. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. We're on the move again.
Lille are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And that's aimed into the middle. Diogo Dalot clears it away. Lille have their third corner. Ødegaard with the short one. Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Here it is, crossed in.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Pepeli. Ødegaard. And it's Ødegaard. Goretzka.
Lille are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Kukurea gets it away. Mitoma. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that's a key interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Nice clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Kudus. Lille needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 14. Le numéro 17.
Finding himself in space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Le numéro 10. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 8. Le numéro 19. Changement.
Kudus. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's worked it through. Wahi has the space to scheme. Kudus in towards the back stick. That's really well cleared. Done delicately. Engages and forces him off the ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Looking to play him in. Pinches it off him. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Lille are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now, he's got space here.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 18. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 11. Changement en cours.
No, it's come to nothing. Could move up a gear here. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Bakasetas. That is good strength. Politano. Politano. Oh, greatly! And he's stuck it away. And that could well be the winner.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Lille have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Played into space. Can he latch onto this? And he's managed to get free.
Lille clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nouri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice physical challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That has not gone well.
Nice really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Aktukolu picks it up out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And this is Welbeck. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's lofted through here. That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Aktukolu claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.